Come on, Steve. Come on.
Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey got a radio show. This one today, I want to share with you, is for all of us. And here it is. There is a solution to all of your problems and situations. If you don't know what your next move is, that's a good one. I don't care what it is. If the relationship you're in is all wrong and you don't know how to get out of it, it doesn't matter. There's a solution to all your problems and situations. That solution to all your problems, that way to make all your dreams come true, the way around a lot of this and the weakness that you feel at times is prayer. Prayer, a connection with your Creator. Could that be the thing that's missing in your life? I'm just asking. Because whenever I get a little bit off track, all I got to do is think just a moment, Steve. Have you been praying, man? Have you been connecting with your Creator? I know you're busy, man. I know you're busy. And I know at the end of the day, you're done. You're done. And sometimes crawling into bed is all you can manage to do. I've said this. It happened to me last night. Again, I did all of this. But when I look and when I see things not moving, or I don't feel like things are going in the right direction, or I have a sense of being stagnant, all I got to do is retrace it. Because I'm working. There's no doubt about that I'm working. But am I staying connected? Am I using that weapon that's available to all of us? Am I praying? And the answer is usually no. And so I know, okay, man, I'm getting off track here. Because, see, let me tell you something, man. The reason I constantly talk to God is because life constantly changes. People who said they was going to do something for you one day have changed their mind the next. Somebody you thought was going to show up that day called in late, had an accident, and couldn't make it. That changes the parameters of everything. The meeting you had set up that had to be canceled because somebody was ill, that changes the parameters, the time frame of everything, because it's all connected. So if I don't stay in constant prayer and stay connected to the Creator, when these things happen, I've not put in my bid. I've not talked to Him about how to handle it, or I'm just not aware of it and what to do next. And the next thing you know, it becomes a little stagnant. That has happened to me. I got to get back. Because prayer is the solution to all of my problems and situations. I have found that to be the case. Now, the only reason I'm telling it to you is because I know if you anything like me / human being, there are times that you feel anxious. There's moments of desperation. You have moments of uncertainty. There are times when you feel like you've lost your way, or your purpose is a little blurred. You're not sure anymore. Or you don't know what your next move is, or the relationship you in, or the relationships you dabbling in, they just all wrong for you. Man, there is a solution to all your problems and situations, and it's prayer. If you're suffering from any of the things I just listed, or any other thing you could think of, just check your prayer. What has your prayer been lately about it? And this is for everybody. I often find when I get that disconnection, man, my prayer done slipped off. I start feeling a little bit less, so I got to jump back on it. I'm just offering you a solution to it, man. And I'm giving you a solution that works 1,000% for sure. See, I ain't guessing at this one. I'm telling you what has happened in my life, how I did it, and it'll do for you. God is filled with mercy and grace. He knows we all messed up. He knows all of us have done some jacked up things that don't nobody know about. He know all about our past, man. He know all of that. But he is so full of grace and mercy, so full of 55th chances. But you know the thing about your life, though, and the thing I had to come to terms with, and the reason I don't let the reason I don't let my past bury me, the reason I don't let my past define me, is because my past, I found out, were just the ingredients needed for me to make this cake I'm eating now. My past is just my ingredients. See, you don't get rid of your past. They ain't gone nowhere. They are the ingredients. But when you put them with something else, they look better. They taste better. It is better. All of our past are just the ingredients that have become the cake we eating now. Now, if you don't like the way your cake tastes, then you got to start putting some other ingredients in there. Just because you started off and your cake was messed up don't mean you can't straighten out the flavor of your cake. You got to put some different ingredients in there. So let's say your cake is trifling tasted. It's bitter. Your cake is bitter. Well, you got to dilute the bitterness. You got to put some more goodness in there. So you got to put some goodness ingredients to take away the taste of the bitterness. So you got to put some different ingredients in there. You got to start living your life a little more kindly, a little more thoughtful, a little more sharing, a little more caring. And then after a while, man, those new ingredients combined with that bitter, it starts overshadowing the bitter taste because the bitter taste is further behind you now. See, something that happened to you 12, 15, 30, 25, 16 years ago ain't got to be the flavor that's in your mouth now unless you let it be. It's the ingredients, man. If you sick of the way your cake tastes, then change your ingredients. Put something else in your cake mix so you can get a better taste. If you don't like the way your life tastes, pray. I've been hearing my mama say it for years. Boy, prayer changes things. My mama used to say it to me all the time. I say it to my TV audiences when they come see me on the talk show. Before I walk off stage, I tell them these words my mother said. My mother used to always tell me this, and it's bailed me out, and it might do the same thing for you. I said, whenever I get in trouble, I hear her words. She said, son, don't forget to pray. Don't be ashamed to pray, and don't be too proud to pray, because prayer changes things. And you better believe something, it 100% sure do.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Between April 1971 and September 1972, 6 young black girls were snatched off the streets in Washington, D.C. It took 4 murders before the police finally realized that one person was responsible.
I will admit the others when you catch me, if you can. Signed, Freeway Phantom.
This child was laying on the side of the road. It appeared that she was probably either dragged out of the car or thrown out of the car.
The person said, I murdered your daughter.
The killer believed that he may have been seen by the mother.
Did my mother see me?
That guy he's out of sync with even the worst people.
I thought that they would catch him. I thought it was just a matter of time.
Is it possible that the killer is still alive?
Listen to Freeway Phantom on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me have your attention, please. I told you yesterday, and he done it again. But I be doggone if he ain't done it again. This back to 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 ever since the back you can remember. How far back? That's how far back to backs he been doing. He been doing back to backs since people got here back to back. All that. He's back. Woo! Undefeated. Never been late. Sun come up every day. Woo! What? Man, I'm grateful. I'm here. I got another one, man. Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, the Mouth of the South, and that Junior.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Well, Junior, what's going on with you today, man?
Is this a safe space?
Yeah. I try to make it that way for you, Junior.
Is it safe? Is it safe?
Yeah, I try.
Is it a safe space?
I try to, Junior. Go ahead.
A safe space.
Open up.
Open up. I don't know that. I told you yesterday it was where you going, and you said them not the most dangerous words. It's where you're being. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm working through that. Now here's the new one. I ain't talked to nobody since yesterday, since we got off work, because she came in here and she said we need to talk. I went straight to the bathroom and closed the door. I ain't been out since then. I just now talking to people. What do we supposed to do with these words? We need to talk.
Well,
have you had this problem?
Yes, Junior. Now let me explain that to you. When they come in and say we need to talk, the first thing you need to do as a man is start going through your files, run through your mental Rolodex, look back quickly do a 3-day, 4-day assessment of your life and all decisions, conversations, pictures, posts, anything you've taken, so you can try to get some type of mental handle on what this talk finna be about.
Wait a minute. You said 3 to 4 days?
Yeah, you got to go 3. That's all you're going to have time for. We need to talk. Yeah. You got to go back and make mental note of all photos, conversation, texts, posts, actions, whereabouts, anything. Phone calls she could have overheard. Anything.
I think that's where I'm at. I'm at phone call.
Yeah.
I see what it is. Okay. I got you, big dog. I'm at phone call. No, it's phone call. When you said phone call, I know exactly what this is about now.
Who did you call? What were you talking to?
No, because I said I'm going to be the head of my house with or without help. I'm doing it. And I shouldn't have said that. That was on the phone. She heard it. Next thing you know, she want to talk. Now I know. I get it now. Right. That was 3 days ago. You was not lying. 3 to 4 days. You got to go back.
You're in trouble. They don't let more than that go before they have to talk about it. They can't hold it.
Okay.
Who is they?
Y'all. Them.
Y'all. You talking about y'all?
You and them.
We know who we talking about.
You're in trouble, Junior.
Fine. But he got me on the right track on phone call. I didn't know how to count that.
All right. Coming up in 32 minutes after the hour, Junior is in for the nephew. He's going to run that prank back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it is time to start your morning off with the Junior in for the nephew today with Run That Prank Back. What you got for us, Junior?
Okay, well, the nephew's not in today, but I do have his Run the Prank Back. It is parasites. Parasites is what he's left us with. Come on, cat. Here we go.
Hello, I'm trying to reach Brian.
Yeah, this is.
Hey, Brian, this is Dr. Jacob. How you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Hey, I'm doing good.
Okay. Listen, you actually came in maybe like 2.5 weeks ago here to my office and got a physical for life insurance.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Everything okay?
Well, yeah, everything's going to be pretty good. I'd like to see if I can get you to come in, and everything's going to be fine. But I got a small procedure we'd like to do to actually, right now you're not approved for your life insurance due until this procedure's done. So if you don't mind coming in, we'd like to get you taken care of. When can I schedule you to come in? Like maybe tomorrow or the following day?
Yeah. What kind of procedure is it?
Well, actually, I don't know if you've heard of it. This is an osteotomy.
Nah, I got something. That's got something to do with my eyes. What's that?
So it's got something to do with your what now?
Got something to do with my eyes? I ain't even heard of it. What's that?
No. Osteotomy has nothing to do with the eyes. No, nothing at all. We found a little bit of parasites in a particular area, and what we want to do is make sure we just remove it completely, and you'll be fine. You'll get your life insurance. You and your family will be great. So can I get you to come in tomorrow or maybe Thursday afternoon?
That's fine. What area I found the parasites in?
Actually, one of your testicles has some parasites. So what we're going to do is what's called a osteotomy. An osteotomy is actually removing that testicle completely, and then everything will be fine. It's all confined, and we'll be able to remove it. You'll be on your way. You'll get your life insurance, and everything will be fine. Okay? Like I said, can I get you to come in tomorrow?
What you gotta take my testicle?
Well, only one, and it's not going to take long. It's a 30-minute procedure, but we want to get you to come in tomorrow or the next day. Can we get you to? What day are you available?
I just went for a routine physical. How I gotta remove a testicle?
Sir, you know what? Oftentimes when people come in for life insurance, these type of things happen. So we want to get you in and get it out as quickly as possible.
Man, nah, man. I went in for a routine physical, man. Y'all wasn't supposed to be checking all this extra stuff, man. I get a parasite in my testicle. Y'all gonna remove a testicle, man? I'm 25, man. My wife, we ain't got no kids, man. We trying to build. I got to remove a testicle.
Let me say this to you, Brian. You're going to be completely fine. You'll be able to create children. You'll be able to live a normal life. You know, you'll just be, you won't have all of them, but you'll have enough to create children. You understand?
That's good. Nah, man, I can't, I can't come in for that. Nah.
Sir, is there any way I can get you in tomorrow or tomorrow afternoon or the Thursday afternoon so we can kind of get this thing taken care of and we can get you moving on your way and the people can get the life insurance papers together and so forth?
Nah, man. Man, we ain't rescheduling. Man, I need a second or third opinion on that, man. You talking about taking away one of my man, we ain't rescheduling nothing, man. I'm going to need to see another doctor, man. That's some
Sir, you can go around the entire city and see several doctors. I'm here to tell you you're just going to be wasting time. I'm going to try to knock this thing out for you.
Knock it off. I ain't agreed to nothing. This some man, y'all just doing this to get money, man. This is scheduling nothing, man. I need a second or third opinion. This is brutal.
Brian, I tell you, if you come in and let me get this thing taken care of, you know, I'll have you back, you know, big ball and shot calling before it's all over, you know?
What big ball and shot calling, man? I told you, man, I ain't going in for none of that, man. I'm supposed to tell my wife, man, this ain't cool, man. I ain't going in for that, man. I'm rescheduling, man.
You reschedule? What do you mean you're rescheduling, sir?
I'm getting another opinion. I ain't going in for that.
Okay, but I'm trying to make you a big baller, shot caller, you know?
Man, what is your name, man? You supposed to be a doctor. You're making little jokes, man. You doing a little play on words, man. That ain't even funny, man. I'm calling the insurance party, telling them they send me to a doctor, man. Man, you think you're funny. It ain't funny, man. You over here making a little joke. Man, that ain't funny, man. I'm getting second opinion, man.
After getting all of the work that we got, the blood work, the urine work, the complete physical, that's when we realized that you had parasites in a particular area. So what we're trying, I'm trying to make humor in it just to make you feel a little bit more comfortable. I apologize. All right?
Man, that ain't funny, man. You ain't the one losing no. Man, that ain't funny, man. If I had a situation, the nurse would have told me then. Y'all ain't tell me nothing, man. You had me thinking I'm all good. Now you telling me I got to come in to remove a testicle, man.
We had to run tests on you, sir. We got tests back. Well, you do have the parasites, and what we want to do is make sure we get them completely cleared out. The only way I can clear that out is to remove that testicle.
Man, this some man. I ain't got no parasites, man. Man, y'all be running all these tests on me, man. I'm going to another doctor, man, because this man, I ain't got no parasites, man. All these tests y'all talking about, y'all running me, I got to remove a that's some you over here making jokes. That's how I know you a doctor, man. I ain't got no parasites, man. I'm calling my insurance. I'm telling them I ain't dealing with your man, because you, man, I ain't got no parasites, man.
Brian, let me make you understand something clearly here. It's my job as a physician that if the patient doesn't come to me, it's my job to come to you and extract the problem. You're leaning towards me having to come to your home and extract the problem.
Man, what you want to come to my house, man? I want you want to step with the house, man, try to test this, man. You doctor, I'm going to another doctor, I'm getting another test, and they go, I ain't got no parasites, man.
Sir, you got the parasites, and you only have 24 hours for me to get
I ain't got
Sir, I have to move on this quickly, Brian, okay?
Dude, I'm not going to tell you that again. I ain't got no parasites, man. I gave my girl 3 years, she ain't gave me I ain't got a parasite, man.
It's not something that's transmitted. It doesn't come from another human being. It just develops in 1 out of every 3 or 4 million people. You actually have it, Brian. I got to extract it from you.
You try to tell me I'm the 1 out of 3 million? Man, you're not going to come to my life like that. I ain't got no parasites, man.
Brian, there's something else that you have that I haven't told you about. There's something else I need to tell you.
What I got? You just told me I got parasites. What else do I got?
Brian, you just got pranked. You just got pranked by nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your wife, Anika, got me to prank phone call you.
I'll be man. Y'all
I didn't see that coming.
We don't have to explore. We don't have time to explore
That's
that.
what happened when you ain't here. Yeah.
Thank you, Junior. In for the nephew. Coming up next, Ask the CLO with our Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, the Dalai Lama is apologizing and says he was being, quote, innocent and playful when he asked a young boy to, quote, again, suck my tongue. Hip-hop
Dalai
star
Lama
Cardi
was playing like that?
That's what he says. Yeah,
I've been playing my whole life. I ain't never played. That ain't one. What?
Thank you.
Yeah. Crazy
Not a
story
good look.
right here.
No.
Crazy. And Cardi B slammed the Dalai Lama for his actions. Plus, Michael Jordan's Chicago mansion was broken into. And in sports entertainment news, well, Carla has a major announcement from the cheer world. What? Mm-hmm. We'll talk about all of these stories at the top of the hour, but right now it is time to Ask the CLO. Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey in the building, ready for your love questions. All right. This one's from Vicky in Tuscaloosa. Vicky says, my husband is a former pro athlete and he wanted to settle in a smaller town to raise our children. But every weekend he's flying to LA, Chicago, New York, and other cities to hang out. Did he tuck me and the kids away so he could run the streets?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he obviously wanted to provide you all with a safe atmosphere. So when he did fly off, he'd have a little less to worry about. Y'all up there living in the Amish village and everything, TV, you can't even tell where y'all ain't got Wi-Fi. He got you out there tucked way out. He ain't paid the satellite dish bill either. So now you just out there. Ain't no underground cable way out there where y'all at. So, he was just protecting y'all. So when he did go to LA every weekend, as a professional athlete, y'all would be fine. He didn't have to worry about you.
Former pro athlete.
And then it cuts back on costs too. When you ain't got cable and lights, everything is candlelit. I'm just saying, you out there in the Amish village, you out there lighting candles and stuff at night. That's way cheaper than electricity.
This man is wrong.
Y'all ain't got no car. Y'all out there with that buggy and that horse. Horses is way cheaper than cars.
Making their own butter and stuff.
See, right there, you eating off the land and everything. You out there, you done learn how to churn. Them kids over there making their own draws. It's just a wonderful life y'all got over there. Y'all, you don't know but 6 people. The next house is 8 miles away. You're just a closer family now. Y'all don't think you're looking at the good side of this lady.
Oh, really?
Just all the stuff he done provided y'all. Listen, them kids out there know how to grow corn and stuff. That's how you want kids to be self-sufficient.
So the answer is yes, he tucked her and the kids away so he could run the street.
Way away.
Yes. All right. Sorry
y'all
about
out
that,
there
Vicky.
going, your pastor named Iqbal.
All right, listen. Moving on to Marilyn in Jacksonville, CLO. Marilyn writes, I'm involved with a married man and his wife is cray-cray and she puts him out when she's mad at him. I'm sick of him staying here till she cools off. I want to set boundaries with him, but I don't want him to run away. I don't want to run him away. What should I tell him?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. What should you tell him? Don't run over here every time your wife puts you out. But you dating the married man. Now he more available because he get to stay over there till she cool off. You tired of him using your crib as a cool off pad. All right, why don't you do this here? Tell him he can't come over there no more. Then you done ran him off. I don't know what to tell you. You want to be comfortable, but you've chosen an uncomfortable position. Why don't you see somebody that ain't married? Oh, I guess that's crazy, huh? I guess that's just crazy. I guess that's crazy.
Yeah.
He's married to a crazy woman. Well, he dating a crazy person, too. He like crazy women.
Yeah. All right, moving on to Sasha in Oakland. Sasha writes, my sister-in-law has dropped her son off over to our house 4 times in the last month to play with our son. At this point, she's using us as babysitters. My husband says it's no big deal, but he's not around to help me. How do I get her to stop this?
Call her.
Pick up the phone.
Hey, Sharita.
Not Sharita.
Don't bring his little ass over here no more. You can bring him over here once a week, but that's it. Now, I don't know what you're doing where you need all this free time, but I'd like some free time too. We love him. We want them to have a relationship. You can bring him over here once a week. I know you need help with the baby and all like this here, but I'm babysitting 2 kids, and that's too much. I only got 1.
Okay. All right.
And you need to leave some money to chip in on these groceries because his ass is over just eating. He asking for stuff we don't do over here. We don't buy Sunny Delight. Now he just over now. He wants Sunny Delight. He want fruit roll-ups. My kids don't eat that.
Yeah, he want name brand.
Yeah,
he want name brand.
Now he got mad because we don't have no Kool-Aid. We're not Kool-Aid people.
Well, wait. You don't do high end. We drink cola over here. We don't drink Coke.
Yeah. Now.
He said call her.
All right. Last one. Moving on to Lainey in Flint. Lainey writes, I've been married for over 20 years, and I caught my husband texting the lady that works at the bank. He told her he wants to make love to her, but he needs time to think about it because he doesn't want to cheat on me. It sounds like he's being forced into something he doesn't want. Do you agree or disagree?
Oh, that's how you see that? Man, I wish more people thought like you.
What, lady? Come on.
That is amazing. Hey, go ahead, read that again.
Okay.
One
Lainey in Flint says, I've been married for over 20 years, and I caught my husband texting the lady that works at the bank. He told her he wants to make love to her, but he needs time to think about it because he doesn't want to cheat on me. It sounds like he's being forced into something he doesn't want. Do you agree or disagree, CLO?
So what do you think the lady at the bank got on him? If you don't start sleeping with me, I'm going to release your account information. If you, and I mean this right now, if you don't sleep with me, I'm going to tell some people how much money you got in this bank. If you don't sleep with me, I'm going to send your bank account information to your wife, and she going to see that you done bought the teller next to me 4 new dresses. And I see it on your account right here. What is it that she has on him? But who is this dude? I want to make love to you.
Yes.
But I don't. I need some time because I don't want to cheat on my wife. Boy, I don't know how you ain't walked in there with that text and showed it to him. Because if my wife hand me the phone and it's got that text on it,
yeah.
If we're in the car, I'm slinging it out on the freeway. That's not what you read, and I would deny that text. That is what I read. No, that's not what it said. Well, go back and get it, though. It's been ran over by several trucks.
All right. All right. Thank you, CLO. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment news for you right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Between April 1971 and September 1972, 6 young black girls were snatched off the streets in Washington, D.C. It took 4 murders before the police finally realized that one person was responsible.
I will admit the others when you catch me, if you can. Signed, Freeway Phantom.
This child was laying on the side of the road. It appeared that she was probably either dragged out of the car or thrown out of the car.
The person said, I murdered your daughter.
The killer believed that he may have been seen by the mother.
Did my mother see me?
That guy he's out of sync with even the worst people.
I thought that they would catch him. I thought it was just a matter of time.
Is it possible that the killer is still alive?
Listen to Freeway Phantom on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, Hi, this is Chelsea Handler.
And I'm Catherine Law.
We are the hosts of the Dear Chelsea podcast, where we give advice to real-life people.
Chelsea, we're going into season 4, which is very exciting.
Oh, yes. Sometimes we have celebs on helping us with that advice. Sometimes we have experts.
We've had guests like Ross Matthews, Matthew McConaughey, Bob the Drag Queen, Juliana Margulies, psychic mediums, drug czars, all kinds of people.
We want everyone to leave the show with a little bit more support than they had coming in, and we encourage people to live their lives truly, fully, honestly, and bravely.
We answer questions on anything from drugs to relationships. People talk about their terrible mothers-in-law.
And we encourage them to separate from those people.
I mean, Chelsea, we've even broken people up.
Yes, I take a lot of credit for breaking people up and ending relationships. I am a relationship wrecker. Lots of family drama, lots of relationship drama,
yes,
and just personal motivation, really. Sometimes people just need a kick in the ass, and that's what I am, a big kick in the ass. Listen to Dear Chelsea on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Well, the Dalai Lama has now apologized for an interaction with a young boy on Monday after footage on social media shows him asking the little boy to suck my tongue. That was a quote. His representatives wrote a statement on Twitter saying, quote, His Holiness wishes to apologize to the boy and his family, as well as his many friends across the world, for the hurt his words may have caused. His Holiness often teases people when he meets them in a playful and innocent way, even in public and before cameras. He regrets the incident. What?
His Holiness.
Drop
Yeah.
that. Drop that.
Tongue sucking. Let me
Yeah.
tell you something about tongue sucking. Because I've been involved in it before.
Oh, gosh.
It is really not a holy moment.
No.
So we can quit calling him His Holiness.
Yeah.
It's other words. Hey, player.
Yeah.
What up, pimp? I mean, if you say that publicly to a woman these days, the trouble you are in. But here's the problem. You said this to a little boy? Are you kidding me, man?
Yeah.
I mean, dog, that's some pedophile stuff right there.
Yeah.
You don't tell no little boy, come here and suck my tongue. What are you saying this to this little boy? He meets the Dalai Lama.
Right.
And if that's his faith, he thank you His Holiness.
Yeah, the little boy asked for a hug.
Yeah,
that's
he
how
did.
it got.
Come on over here, little boy. See right there?
Yeah, that's
man, dog. No, that's next level. We gonna get a new Dalai Lama. Do they vote for him?
I don't even know how they get that. I don't know how they do that.
What they do, because I know the Pope, they send the chimney up. They put the smoke in the chimney for the Pope.
Yeah, for the announcement of the...
What do they do to get the Dalai Lama in?
We don't know. We don't know.
Who was the last one? Is there one in line next?
We just need to move on.
What are the qualifications to be the Dalai Lama?
I don't know. He's over there in Tibet. He's the religious leader of the Tibetan people.
And I think he lives
Buddhist.
in India, too. And
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Can somebody send me a picture of him, please?
Oh, you've never seen
Well, he
him?
bald-headed for one.
Yeah, he's
so
bald
we know
with
that's one
never seen him.
glasses.
You got to be bald-headed.
I wouldn't
he
know
wears
who this
robes
dude
and
was,
stuff.
man. Come on.
Oh, okay, but you know what? Cardi B spoke out about it, okay? Cardi B slammed him and said this world is full of predators. But then people, started talking about Cardi B, saying she wasn't the right person to slam the Dalai Lama because, or to call somebody a predator, because back in Cardi's stripper days, it was rumored that she robbed and drugged her clients, while on IG Live, Cardi B clapped back to her critics and defended her position on child abusers by saying, I am the right messenger because I'm a blanking mom. Okay? And these men that supposedly this happened to were grown men. They were grown men, not children. What are you talking about?
What are y'all talking about? She's not the right person. Who is?
Yeah.
Whoa. What about what the Dalai Lama did?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The only person that could say something like that and get away with it is Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
He's the only one. Anybody else would pay dearly for that mistake. Donald Trump is the only one to say something like that and still get 70 million votes to be president.
Yeah.
You got that right.
Yeah.
You talking to a child, man, and you say something like that. What joke was you telling? How funny was it?
Yeah.
Suck my tongue.
Yeah. And he had his tongue out of his mouth, Steve. Did you see that? He licked his teeth. He had his tongue out.
Oh, y'all got to send me this. Cardi B is exactly right. You can put Steve Harvey on that same list with Cardi B. Now, what makes Steve Harvey qualified to say this? Because, number one, as you all jump on anybody who do anything wrong, y'all talking about this boy that supposedly got charged with this abuse with this woman lately, this actor that was in Creed.
Oh,
as soon as he do something, here y'all come. Mm-hmm. As soon as somebody do something to a woman, here y'all come. Mm-hmm. And expectantly, and as you should. Got it. Mm-hmm. Now, how the hell somebody gonna say something and direct that at a child? You a grown man, His Holiness, and you tell a child something like that. Are you kidding me, man? What joke was you telling? I'm a professional joke teller, and I've never told that joke. Anytime I've said that to a woman, I was serious. Yeah. I might have said it jokingly, but I was sure hoping, though.
Yeah, the exact quote was, His Holiness often teases people when he meets in an innocent and playful way, even in public and before cameras. What? He regrets the incident.
I don't want to meet him.
Yeah.
Don't joke with me.
Yeah.
Okay, when you the Dalai Lama, what is you the head of?
Now, see, you asking us questions.
You're Buddhist. Yeah.
We don't know that.
We don't know. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out.
Leave it at that.
How he can get demoted? You want to? Who next? But you said who's next in line?
Yeah, who the vice Dalai Lama?
He's a religious leader, not a political leader. He's a religious leader.
Who's next in line?
All right. Let's see. Okay, we don't have a lot of time. But Carla, you had some cheer news. Go ahead so we can get to that. Yeah.
This is really, really big, you guys. We want to say congratulations to Texas Southern University. They won top honors at the 2023 NCAA Collegiate National Cheer American Championship, the first historically black university to do so in 75 years. Go ahead, TSU.
Congratulations.
Yes.
All right, we definitely wanted to get that in. Thank you, Carla. All right. Coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, a white football coach in Georgia posted his own racist rant about the city of Atlanta's black residents. We'll talk about that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
A white football coach in Georgia named Mark Taylor. Mark Taylor is his name. Well, Mark Taylor has come under fire for making racist remarks about Atlanta's black residents. The guy is well known for training high school and college football players, and he has pictures posted with famous college coaches and even Phillies Eagle star Jalen Hurts. While driving around Atlanta, Taylor posted his own racist rant video. Take a listen.
Every restaurant looking in here is black. Every car beside them is black. They can have Atlanta. It used to be a fun place to come to up here. They can have this place right here and stuff. Ain't no way. No way. Just need to. There's your. Yeah, well, it was just a sign up there. It had Obama and all them on there and stuff, man. So, yeah, that's all that's up here. That's all that's up here, man. And the stuff is just crap. Yeah. You and boy need to come up here and go hunting. Yeah, and stuff, man. Ain't nothing here, dog. Ain't nothing but blacks up here. That's all it is. Atlanta's done gone down, man. Just gone.
Well, that's interesting. Seeing as how you handle mostly football players and coaches of that nature, well, let's see how your career gonna go without the blacks, because that's what didn't happen right now.
Yeah.
Now, you ain't gonna have much of a career. See, it's amazing, man, how they get together and make all the money they can with blacks, around blacks, and alongside blacks, and by using blacks. But in their heart, they feel differently. I'm glad he posted it. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Now, your ass is out.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing but black.
The hunting comment.
The hunting comment, that's them. That's what a racist does.
Yeah, go up there and...
But you kind of see how it feels. See, people are shocked when they have to be a minority for just a little while. Imagine what that's like all the time. See, I don't feel sorry for people when they become a minority for a little while, because I be looking upside their head. I know they booty tight. I know it is. I know they on pins and needles. I know they looking around. I know there's an element of uncertainty, because we live like that every day, every single day. We're the only one in the department, the only one in the office, the only one on the elevator, the only one at the restaurant, the only one in the office. We've been there for so long. Welcome to the club. I hope your ass continues to feel this unnerving discomfort. It's really a joy to hear a man that's just black. Yeah. Well, sometimes it's just white. You know, and when we done been all right with it, we done had to deal with it. So, man, welcome to our world. Congratulations. I wish it was more black. Matter of fact, I have some suggestions. East side of Cleveland, Detroit, Philly. Go down hard. I got some Chicago, Southside. I got some suggestions for you.
DC.
All right. Man.
Coming up at 34 minutes after the hour.
Liberty City, Miami.
We'll check Steve's voicemail, 877-29-STEVE, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now to check Steve's voicemail. If you would like to leave a message for Steve, call us, 877-29-STEVE, 877-29-STEVE. You might just hear your call on the air. Steve, are you ready? This is a relationship question from Kendra from Los Angeles. She's 24 years old.
Hi, Steve. My name is Kendra. I'm 24 years old, and I'm calling from Los Angeles, California. I've been listening to your podcast pretty recently, but I've watched all of your shows, and I'm a big fan. But I have a question, and I was hoping that you can give me some advice. So I'm newly married. I've been married for 2 years, and I'm 24 years old. Me and my husband, the only thing that we have that's really putting a strain on our marriage so recently is our communication. He comes from a military background, so his way of communicating is problem solution, but I'm very emotional sometimes, and I feel as if sometimes when we communicate, it's a very cold conversation, and it ends very quick. There's no affection, there's no empathy sometimes, and it really does get to me. So what would you recommend we do, and how do we communicate better so that way we can end a discussion where we're both happy? Hope you can help, Steve. Thank you so much. Bye.
Well, I've heard this question many times from all different age groups, so it's not new. First of all, let me help you understand something about men. We are problem-solution-based people. Whenever our girl, woman, person we in love with, in relationship with, comes to us with a problem, we don't want to hear it. We want to solve it. As soon as we get the nuts and bolts of what it is, our first inclination as men is to offer the fix. The fix can be rather cut and dry at times. And it leaves a woman feeling like you're not listening to me, or you're not understanding the emotional side of it. Well, we don't really know how to do that part of it, to be honest with you, because that's not the makeup of man, his DNA. We are problem-solution driven people. So the first thing we're going to do is offer the fix. And then I've been guilty of it, thousands of times. But what I'm saying to you, Steve, is this. Okay, I heard that. But this is what you need to do to stop that. But no. And then it's hard for us to address the emotional side of it. It has nothing to do with his military background. I don't care if he's a comedian, an actor. He work on the back of the waste management team. He at the post office. He the supervisor. He a politician. That's the basic makeup of men. Here's the solution as a woman, what you can do. When you sit down, say, hey, listen, I'm going to tell you something. And all I want you to do is hear me out. I don't want you to fix it for me. I just want you to hear me out. And then after you hear me out, tell me what you think about what I've said. But I want you to tell me what I said, but I don't want you to fix it, okay? And you can start there. Because most guys, we don't understand what you mean by the emotional thing. We're trying to give a solution to it. Because we're thinking that's the best way to help. And it's often not. And then just sit your man down and say, hey, listen, I'm really struggling because I need somebody to listen to me, because I want to vent this out. because women discuss things differently than men. And you just have to understand that. It takes a long time for a man to come to that. He's not a bad guy. He's just a guy. Try to talk to him from that standpoint.
Well, that's good, because she thought it was his profession, too.
Yeah. No. I don't give a damn what he do. He was military. I don't care.
He's just a man. He got it.
Radio show host, all that stuff. Engineers, I don't give. Hey, you come to your man with a problem, he gonna try to fix it. He don't want to hit all that old how you felt about it. Let's fix it and then move on. And that's not how women want to communicate.
Right. She's young and that coldness.
Women want to know that
24.
you can. If I could suggest something to him, you know, the number one suggestion I say to men, number one thing you got to do with your woman, show concern.
Yes.
That's the key. Show
he told you
concern.
That, right, Junior? He told you that.
Yeah, he did. Oh, he
boy.
did. Yeah. Yeah.
Is it working?
This sound like a lot like we need to talk. That's what it sounds like to me.
All right. Thank you, Kendra, for your call. We're glad to get that in and hope that helped for sure. Coming up next, it is today's prank phone call with Junior in for the nephew right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. And the subject is slide to the left, slide to the right, and back it up. We'll get into that, let you know what that's all about. Yes.
Everybody clap your hands.
Cha-cha slide, right? What? Wait till you hear it's not about the cha-cha slide. I can tell you that right now.
The Cupid Shuffle. What is it? What is
it's not about any of that.
Left slide.
No,
any of this?
No line dances.
Harlem Shuffle.
None of that. We'll get into it in just a bit, because right now it is time for Junior to do today's prank phone call. The nephew's out. Junior's in. What you got, Junior?
Where is the nephew? Do y'all know? Anybody?
Haven't heard.
I ain't heard a damn thing.
So he can take off and don't have to call nobody.
Oh, Junior, you can ask Shirley. This been going on since 2003.
Oh, yeah.
2002.
Yeah, since he came.
So that's almost over 20 years.
20 years,
right?
yeah. He just reverts back. You know.
Okay.
It's kind of like that little amoeba. You know, an amoeba is a small single cell.
Yeah.
Whatever we learned it was in school. So
in science,
proton or something. I don't know what it is. But that's what he is. It's just it's a single cell.
Say something you don't even know.
Well, I know that's what he is. I know when under the microscope it's that little thing that wiggle by itself. And it's just one of them. And it's single cell.
He kept his job because he's your nephew. Yeah.
Oh, they got a whole lot to do with it. Because he'd have been fired by anybody else. But he's so simple-minded. You have to let it go. And you have to understand that. He's brilliant. The young man's a great actor. He's got a movie career. But see, once again, didn't the movie just come out this weekend?
He gone.
Yes.
Ain't he still taping Ready to Love?
Yeah, and he gone.
And ain't he supposed to be on the radio?
Yes.
And he gone.
That's all that's too much. It just becomes, it's too much. And his little brain shut down. He like putting your baby, he like strapping the baby in the car seat. He in the back seat just gone.
Sleep? The baby's asleep.
Sleep. He in the car seat. Cause it's too much. See, what puts the baby to sleep in the car is when they're looking out the window and all that stuff going by that they don't have a name for.
Yeah, too much.
You know, telephone pole went by. Check cashing sign went by. Liquor store sign. Trees. Cross on the church. High-rise building. Street light. And all that keep going by real fast, and they ain't got no name for it, so there's too much. And they just, God just protect them so they don't trip. Don't go to sleep, little baby.
Yeah, that's it.
Baby.
That's why your baby go to sleep in the car, because there's too much information pouring into that little single cell brain they got. And that's what Tommy is. Tommy is an amoeba.
Okay, what it is.
Well,
let's get to the prank.
56-year-old amoeba.
What do you the prank for today, Shirley? Auntie Deborah K. Hair.
Yeah.
Hello?
May I speak to
This?
Let me tell you something to you. My name is Wayne. You did my auntie's hair yesterday, and now I don't know what you did. I don't know what kind of glue you'd use with weaves or whatever, but my auntie had and fell out in church today.
Well, I don't even use glue, so I don't even know why you coming at me on the side tip anyway about your auntie.
My auntie
is your auntie.
My auntie is Deborah, and I have fell out.
No, Deborah. I don't do no Deborah hair. You talking about I use glue? I don't use glue. I've been sewing hair since 1982. You coming at me with some glue? I don't do no glue.
Who you think you tripping with? Look, let me tell you.
You coming at me on some side? I did some Deborah. I don't even know no Deborah.
Look, let me say this to you. All I'm saying is.
You gotta say what you gotta say, because I'm serious about my hair weave. You coming at me with some glue? It's too hot for some glue. That be done melted on the side of your head.
Well, that's what happened, and I have fell off in service, and all the church members is sitting there laughing at her.
Well, she shouldn't have been. Maybe she trying to get the devil out of her, because she ain't had no business shouting that damn hard anyway. But I don't with no glue.
You ain't finna sit here and talk about my auntie and her Jesus. Don't you talk about how she shout.
Auntie, I don't even know this lady. I don't even know that. You talking about glue? I don't do glue.
They call her Miss Deborah.
I don't know no Miss Deborah.
She just got her hair done from you yesterday. How you gonna sit here and act like you ain't cut it? Yesterday.
I didn't cut it. You just said glue. Tell Deborah to call me. Tell her to be a real woman and call me and tell me the mistake I done made. Because I don't remember no Deborah and I ain't used no glue.
I'm finna tell everybody in Atlanta, Georgia not to come to your house.
Wait a minute. Wait 1 minute. You wait 1 minute. That's my livelihood you with. Now, I don't need you. Who is this? Who are you?
My name is Wayne.
Well, I don't know no Wayne. Look here, Wayne.
I know you don't know Wayne, but you know.
Tell you, I got a brother named Big J and Leroy. Bring your Wayne. Bring your Wayne.
Look, let me tell you something. I don't want no problem, but I will throw these hands if I got to.
What? Big J number throw them hands. Look here. I ain't got time to tell your auntie whoever made the mistake, it wasn't me. Now look, you done got me out here on Good Sunday. I just came from church. It's hot as hell, and you telling me about some glue? You ain't got to do today, do you? You ain't got nothing to do.
I got to find out why my auntie hair falling out in church.
Well, it ain't me, so call somebody else in Atlanta. Cause hey, I am the been the since '82.
But you must not be in right now. If you got people hair falling out in church and glue falling all off on the pews.
Don't say your auntie probably glued her own and that's probably why it fell out. Now I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm the hottest stylist in Atlanta. So I don't know who Deborah. She ain't nobody. I ain't do her hair. I don't up hair. You can call any and everybody in Atlanta. They'll tell you the same thing.
Look. All I'm saying is, you done messed up my auntie hair. I want to get it rectified. I need you, first of all, to call and apologize to her.
Apologize? Have you done low show? You been drinking on some Jesus juice with your auntie. That's why her hair fell out. You and Michael Jackson and your auntie Deborah Cece or whatever her name is.
Look, let me tell you. First of all, you gonna respect my auntie.
Okay, whatever you say her name is, I with her.
I want you to redo my auntie hair for free and give her money back from the first time she paid you.
I don't know who this. Hold on. I don't know who this. I don't know who you are.
I'm Wayne.
Why you coming? Wayne, look here, Wayne. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna hang up in your face.
No, hold up. I'm Deborah nephew Wayne. Now, my auntie 52 years old. Now, if you ain't gonna respect your elders, how you expect to be blessed? You say you just went to church this morning.
See, that's the problem. You calling me on Sunday with some got me cussing like this. See, now I gotta go back inside and have a conference with my pastor behind some.
I got one more thing I need to say to you before I get off the phone.
What say what you gotta say, because you wasting my minutes.
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked from your girlfriend.
I was about to have my brothers come whoop your that got me. That got me. Nephew Tommy.
What's up, man? Your girl told me, she said, trust me, going off the first 12 seconds.
She know. She know what it is, Nephew Tommy. Tommy.
Hey, baby, let me ask you. You don't do no glue?
No, I don't no glue. I don't. Hey, I tell you, I don't no glue. hot.
It's too hot for blue.
Too hot for the blue.
All right, baby. Ain't nobody half fell out of church tonight. They say you the bomb down there, so I just wanted to call and make sure I prank my girl. She the one.
Oh, I'm a up on site. On site.
All right, baby, answer one thing for me. What is the baddest, the baddest radio show in the world?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Why? All right, Junior.
Yeah, there it is. And I'm
Thank you. Thank you. Coming up next, Strawberry Letter subject. Slide to the left, slide to the right, and back it up. We'll get into that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Between April 1971 and September 1972, 6 young black girls were snatched off the streets in Washington, D.C. It took 4 murders before the police finally realized that one person was responsible.
I will admit the others when you catch me, if you can. Signed, Freeway Phantom.
This child was laying on the side of the road. It appeared that she was probably either dragged out of the car or thrown out of the car.
The person said, I murdered your daughter.
The killer believed that he may have been seen by the mother.
Did my mother see me?
That guy he's out of sync with even the worst people.
I thought that they would catch him. I thought it was just a matter of time.
Is it possible that the killer is still alive?
Listen to Freeway Phantom on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, this is Chelsea Handler.
And I'm Catherine Law.
We are the hosts of the Dear Chelsea podcast, where we give advice to real-life people.
Chelsea, we're going into season 4, which is very exciting.
Oh, yes. Sometimes we have celebs on helping us with that advice. Sometimes we have experts.
We've had guests like Ross Matthews, Matthew McConaughey, Bob the Drag Queen, Juliana Margulies, psychic mediums, drug czars, all kinds of people.
We want everyone to leave the show with a little bit more support than they had coming in, and we encourage people to live their lives truly, fully, honestly, and bravely.
We answer questions on anything from drugs to relationships. People talk about their terrible mothers-in-law.
And we encourage them to separate from those people.
I mean, Chelsea, we've even broken people up.
Yes, I take a lot of credit for breaking people up and ending relationships. I am a relationship wrecker. Lots of family drama, lots of relationship drama,
yes,
and just personal motivation, really. Sometimes people just need a kick in the ass, and that's what I am, a big kick in the ass. Listen to Dear Chelsea on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
It is time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, on dating, on work, on sex, on parenting, and more, please, please, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here today. And you never know, it could be yours. So write us.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Strawberry Letter with my good friend, Shirley Strawberry.
Thank you, my good friend, Junior. Subject, slide to the left, slide to the right, and back it up.
You ready?
Back it up. All right.
Everybody clap your hands.
Not about a line dance, Carla. I promise you. Okay. And listen, we might need a disclaimer on this letter, so if you have small children in the car with you, you don't want to hear this, okay? Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm 57 years old, and the man that I have been dating is a sex fiend. He's slightly younger than I am, so I let him think he's in control. I've given him my credit card so he can pay our bill at restaurants, so he will feel like he's running things. I am all about building up the black man, but I'm not into making a man think he's putting it down when he's really not. He's truly not a good lover, and since I'm falling for him, I want to be patient and work with him. He's asked me to do some things too, and I thought about doing it to please him. Let me give you the story of how we met. I was working a summer jam concert last year to help out a friend. My boyfriend came up to me and asked if I had a lighter. Turned out that he had weed, so we ducked behind the fence to smoke. Then the DJ played the cha-cha slide, and he wanted to go dance. I barely knew how to do the dance, so he put his hands on my hips so I could keep up. He told me to slide to the left, slide to the right, and I followed his lead. That became our joke, and he uses it whenever we have sex. But a week ago, he jokingly said it during sex and then added, "Now back it up." So I scooted back. He laughed and said, "Back it up again," and I realized he meant an entirely different thing. I'm not into that kind of mess, and I let him know it. He said it was cool, and I thought we moved past that, but he hasn't. He said he can guarantee our intimacy will be better if I try that. I'm not desperate for a man, but I must admit that I kind of like him, and I'm kind of curious about backing it up. Can you offer me any advice? Should I give in and try something new with him? What? No. No. I can't. And don't do that, okay? You should never do anything that you're not comfortable with sexually. You should never do that. And guess what? It is okay if you don't. It's okay. You'll only be doing it to please him, as you stated in your letter, and that's just not good enough because you already said you're not into that mess. Only do things if you want to, because you feel if you feel any kind of pressure from your partner, that means you don't want to do it and he's pressuring you. So don't do that. But here's my question though. Why would you want to waste your time trying something new when you already said he can't get the old right? Remember your own words, quote, "He's truly not a good lover." You said that. It sounds like to me you're doing all the work in this relationship. You're paying for dinners by slipping him your credit card. You're making him feel like he's in control so he thinks he's running things. It's all him. What is he doing for you? I mean, other than trying to get you to try something you're not into, and now you say you're falling for him? But what are you falling for? You're falling for what? I mean, what is he doing? I don't see that. He's not a good lover. You pay for everything. You build him up. What are you getting out of this? Nothing. You're not getting anything, according to your letter. I think you need to chill. I think you've invested way too much in this relationship with zero return. Steve?
Well, I got an answer for this. And you don't have to worry about this. You don't have to get the kids out the room for this. This ain't going to be nothing graphic because we ain't even going to get there because it ain't going to be necessary. Because I'm going to break this down for you real simple. Slide to the left, slide to the right. Now back it up. All right, now you 57 years old. That's what the letter say. Mm-hmm. Now you've been dating a man that's a sex fiend. He's slightly younger, so I'm going to assume he's between 47 and 52. I'm going to assume that's slightly younger.
Okay.
We can go as low as 40 if you want to go that far. Either way, this is going to fit perfectly. He's slightly younger, so I let him think he's in control. This is an important part of this letter. So now how do you have to let him think he's in control? I've given him my credit card so he can pay our bill at restaurants so he will feel like he's running things. I'm all about building up the black man. Okay, so he broke. Okay, let's just get to it. He broke. You dating a man that's broke. You got to give him your credit card when y'all go to a restaurant so he can pay for a damn plate of food, so he can feel like he a man, like he in control? Really? At 50? He can't buy you nothing to eat? Woo. Okay. So you dating a man broke. But I'm not into making a man thinking he's putting it down when he's really not. He's truly not a good lover. Wait a minute. Let me get this right. So he broke.
Yeah, she said it.
And he ain't a good lover.
Mm-hmm.
Woo, Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
And now you in here, you don't want to tell him he putting it down because he really ain't putting it down. But you all into building up the black man. So you dating this broke, non-love making, this what?
Right.
And then later on in the letter, you say you falling for him. What you falling for?
That's what I said.
Hell.
Hang on, Steve. Hang on.
Damn.
Part 2 of your response. Coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject: slide to the left, slide to the right, and back it up. We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is slide to the left, slide to the right, and back it up.
Now, this is cool, but this letter is way off. We don't need a disclaimer. We're not even going to get to that part. You're 57. You're dating a slightly younger man. I'm going to say anywhere from 40 to 52. I'm going to say he's in that range. Now, because he's a sex fiend, he's slightly younger, and so I let him think he's in control. So now you got to give him your credit card so he can pay our bill at restaurants so he'll feel like he's running things. I'm all about building up the black man. What? No, you're not building him up. He's tearing you down. He can't pay for a plate of food, but the sex fiend over here working up all these appetites, sex fiend can't pay for no food. Now, you all into that. But I am not into making a man think he's putting it down and he's really not. He's truly not a good lover. And since I'm falling for him, I want to be patient and work with him. What are you falling for? He can't buy no food and he don't make love good. What are you falling for? He asked me to do some things too, and I thought about doing it to please him. What else you got to do? You're buying all the food, you're laying there acting like it's good and it ain't. Now what he wants you to do? Let me give you the story how we met. I was working at a Summer Jam concert last year. Okay, that's old. They don't even have them no more.
Summer Jams.
Yes, they do.
If you at the Summer Jam, they don't even.
They still got them, Steve.
Yeah.
I know, but that's what I'm saying, though. That's all these old ass groups.
You 57 at the Summer Jam.
When they calling them Summer Jams, all this is 50 and up.
The key word, jam.
Jam. Oh, jam. Yeah, the headliner at this Summer Jam was the Manhattan. Let's kiss, say goodbye.
Get back to the letter.
Okay.
Crazy.
My boyfriend came up to me and asked me if I had a lighter. Turned out he had some weed. Y'all ducked behind the fence to smoke. Another old ass move. Young ass people smoke in the open. They at the damn show. They in the building smoking weed. That's another old ass move. You duck behind the fence to smoke some weed. It's legal damn near everywhere. What is y'all ducking behind the fence for? That's because you old. Young ass people smoke weed in the Quick Trip at the gas station. Young people smoking weed. Then the DJ played the cha-cha slide. What I tell you?
Jam.
Right there.
Summer Jam.
Don't nobody do that.
Jam.
Oh, Lord, that's Summer Jam. I barely knew how to do the dance. Now you old and square. Who the hell don't know how to do the slide? Who don't know how to slide to the light? Slide to. Who don't know that?
They give you the instructions.
It's the electric slide. What is you, stupid? He telling you, slide to the left, slide to the right. 2 steps. He tells you, crisscross. What? Now you old, stupid, and square.
Oh, man.
I followed his lead. That became our joke and uses it whenever we have sex. But a week ago, he jokingly said during sex, he said, now back it up. So I scooted back. He laughed and said, back it up again. I realized he had meant something entirely different. I'm not into that kind of mess, and I let him know it. He said it was cool. I thought we had moved past that, but he hasn't. He said he can guarantee our intimacy will be better if I try that. Now, before I get into that, let me explain. You say I'm not desperate for a man, but I must admit I kind of like him. You are desperate for a man. You're dating a man who can't buy you a plate of food. You give him your credit card. You're dating a man who's not a good lover. You're dating a man who got to borrow your lighter for him to light his weed while y'all hide behind the fence with y'all old ass. You met him at a Summer Jam. He tried to teach you the cha-cha slide. Who in the hell don't know how to do the slide?
Stop saying that. That is too
Who
funny.
don't know the slide? My nephew is a deacon at the Cleveland Church of Christ, and he know the slide. My sister Mona is saved. 87 years old. Mona know the slide. My sister probably had a stroke. My sister still do the slide. She don't go to the left that good no more, but she still do the slide.
My God.
Her to the left is a little short steps, but she get over there eventually. Can you offer me some advice? Should I give it in or try something new with him? Listen to me. See, this ain't the first time he done been accused of not being a good lover. This is his MO. He's not a good lover. So now he done incorporated this new move that he guarantee you, hell yeah, it's going to be shocking. Hell yeah.
Do your own
I'm telling you right now, it's going to be shocking. You backing all up the wrong thing. I'm telling you right here, when I'm constipated, it's shocking.
Okay.
All right.
Most people is shocked when they constipated. Do you know anything else is going to be extra shocking? But yeah, he need all that since he inadequate. I tell you what, we do this, I bet you'll be surprised. I bet you'll be going, woo, 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 then. Hell yeah.
All right, post your
sorry ass
on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM.
Who don't know how to do the damn slide?
On Instagram and Facebook, check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. And coming up in 46 minutes after the hour, Sports Talk with Junior right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for Junior and Sports Talk. What you got, Junior?
I'll tell you what I got first before anything. I got Waco on April 21st. I'm coming down there. Go get your tickets. Y'all already know we're going to be at. Ain't but one place we're going to be. Hippodrome. That's where we're going to be at. In Waco. April 21st. Remember that spot time?
Yes.
Yeah, man. That's where we're going to be at. So let's get to it, man. The Bulls beat the Raptors last night, 108 to 105. They trying to play they locked up the 7th seed. We're playing in the play-in tournament. We ain't got, how do you do that? You got play-in tournament for the playoffs. Right.
This sound like the White House. Either you win, either you go. You know, I'm sorry. Either you won.
Dr. Jill.
That sound like the White House. Either you won or you didn't win. Okay, that's it.
That's all it sounds like, man. But we're gonna give it up to the Bulls. They locked up the 7th seed over the Raptors. Now you got the Thunder, who pulled it off over New Orleans last night, 123 to 118. Now they have locked up a seat, but then they got another game now. Tomorrow, here's what we got. The Bulls, see, this is why this is confusing to me. Now, we got the Bulls playing the Heat, and then we have the Thunder and the Timberwolves. So, do they want to have a playoff or not?
Because Junior, both of those teams lost. That's why they call it the play-in. Since you didn't make the playoff, then y'all is just playing.
Oh, play-in.
And they done broke it down and called it a play-in. It's just to make more revenue for the NBA. Because let me ask you something. Do you care?
No.
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 See that?
No.
Me either. Yeah.
We just need somebody to win a championship. That's all.
I have a question. Why isn't Zion playing in New Orleans? What's wrong with him?
Street clothes.
His chubby ass don't want to take care of his body. He running up and down the floor like he weigh 170. But his ass is 270.
Like he my weight.
And so he ain't doing nothing. He doing the same physical regimen I'm doing.
I'm trying to figure out why he's the star of the team.
No.
We've had a fat issue with him from day one. From day one, we've had a fat issue.
Zion, man, could be a basketball player, man, if he would get himself into shape.
Yeah.
He's never in shape because he keep asking his body to do stuff it ain't set up to do with your big ass.
All right. Thank you, Junior, for sports. We'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show at the top of the hour right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Between April 1971 and September 1972, 6 young black girls were snatched off the streets in Washington, D.C. It took 4 murders before the police finally realized that one person was responsible.
I will admit the others when you catch me if you can. Signed, Freeway Phantom.
This child was laying on the side of the road. It appeared that she was probably either dragged out of the car or thrown out of the car.
The person said, I murdered your daughter.
The killer believed that he may have been seen by the mother.
Did my mother see me?
That guy he's out of sync with even the worst people.
I thought that they would catch him. I thought it was just a matter of time.
Is it possible that the killer is still alive?
Listen to Freeway Phantom on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, this is Chelsea Handler.
And I'm Catherine Law.
We are the hosts of the Dear Chelsea podcast, where we give advice to real-life people.
Chelsea, we're going into season 4, which is very exciting.
Oh, yes. Sometimes we have celebs on helping us with that advice. Sometimes we have experts.
We've had guests like Ross Matthews, Matthew McConaughey, Bob the Drag Queen, Juliana Margulies, psychic mediums, drug czars, all kinds of people.
We want everyone to leave the show with a little bit more support than they had coming in, and we encourage people to live their lives truly, fully, honestly, and bravely.
We answer questions on anything from drugs to relationships. People talk about their terrible mothers-in-law.
And we encourage them to separate from those people.
I mean, Chelsea, we've even broken people up.
Yes, I take a lot of credit for breaking people up and ending relationships. I am a relationship wrecker. Lots of family drama, lots of relationship drama,
yes,
and just personal motivation, really. Sometimes people just need a kick in the ass, and that's what I am, a big kick in the ass. Listen to Dear Chelsea on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
All right, Steve. So Dan from Facebook writes, "Hey, Steve, I'm one of your blue-eyed soul brothers. My wife and I are at odds over a weekend disagreement, and I need some backup or some correction if it's appropriate. I'm a big boy. I can take it. My wife is notorious for taking her own sweet time getting ready for things. On Saturday night, we decided to go see a movie, and we were both excited about. I told her the film started 20 minutes before it actually did, and it takes another 20 minutes to get to the theater. Eventually, the 20-minute cushion expired, and it was 15 minutes until showtime. So I left and went by myself. 10 minutes after I got to the theater, I received an angry barrage of text messages, so I turned off my phone and enjoyed the movie. It's now Tuesday, and she's still not talking to me. Steve, I don't see what I did wrong. If anything, she owes me an apology."
Hey, blue-eyed soul. Mm-hmm. Blue-eyed soul.
Dan.
Let me tell you something. Dan. Is your ass really that dumb dog? You thought you should make a date with your wife, leave her, go to the movie, ignore her angry ass text, and you sat there and enjoyed the movie. Well, let me ask you a question. How you been enjoying these past few days? Dog, you so damn wrong. Hey, dog, you should have just been late. You should have just been late. Bruh, that come with the territory. They run late. I know you told them, and I know you said 15, so I went on without her. Okay, cool. And you sat there, which is what you wanted to do anyway. You needed some me time. So when the angry text came, you cut your phone off and enjoyed the movie. As men can do, because we know how to compartmentalize.
Is that what it was?
But now,
it's some me time, you're saying?
Yeah. So he just went on to the movie. Because he wanted to go see this movie. He tired of waiting on it. Because he going to teach her a lesson. Mm-hmm. But boy, let me tell you something about teaching a woman a lesson. The lesson that you have to learn for trying to do that is way more punishing. I bet you won't leave her no more.
I bet he won't.
Bet you he won't.
I bet you gonna find another way to express your displeasure.
Yeah.
Bruh, you was wrong for that. You can't just go to the movie without her. Yeah. Because that don't make no sense, bro. It don't make no sense.
You say it comes with the territory, Steve, meaning that all women are late. It takes them longer to get dressed.
Not all women are late, but most women it takes a little bit longer. They got more things to do. They got hair, they got makeup, they got nails. They got a lot of stuff they doing, you know, unless you want to just take out
Spanx.
with that hunting outfit on she got on that she slept in. But if you want to take her to the movie with that bonnet on and all like that, then you go on down there. But if you want her to let her look like she want to look, you're going to have to take a little bit more time. Now, when they late, dog, they late. But women make it on time for what's important.
True.
Women don't miss important stuff. Like, got to be at something for the kids, the recital and all like that. They going to be there. That optional stuff, they don't. And probably, dog, is really a movie you wanted to see. Probably some damn Armageddon movie or something like that, a Blue Avatar. She don't give a damn about Iron Man, and if you was down there watching like bridges in the Madison County or something, she might have been on time or went on there to see
the movies currently.
Woman King, went on there to see Woman King or something like that.
Ooh, yes,
but ain't nobody rushing down there to see Jason
Legacy.
Bourne Part 8. Because all he going to be doing is going to be killing people the whole movie. And we can catch on. Because there's going to be several more people going to die.
Right. He said we can catch on.
So, Blue-Eyed, you was wrong for that, man. You owe your wife an apology. You really do. For leaving her.
Okay, Dan.
She might owe you an apology for being late, but your leaving her was way bigger than her being late. Because you never know. She could have got there in time. You can't go see all the previews. You probably ain't going to get no popcorn right away. Just get your ass in that seat, and then you pick the best time to go get the popcorn.
All right. Coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Congratulations to Stacey Abrams, who will serve as the Ronald W. Walters Endowed Chair for Race and Black Politics at Howard University. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, Stacey.
Yes.
Yeah, way to go, sister.
Yes, HU's president said Stacey Abrams has proven herself an essential voice and eager participant in protecting American democracy, not just for certain populations, but for everyone with the fundamental right to make their voices heard. Abrams said she's honored by the appointment. She went on to say, "We are at an inflection point for American and international democracy, and I look forward to engaging Howard University's extraordinary students in a conversation about why they can influence, shape, and direct the critical public policy decisions we face." So once again, congratulations to Stacey Abrams. Yes, this is wonderful news. Mm-hmm.
That is big. That's right.
Yes. Now
shaping our future leaders. Let's go.
Yes.
You know what? And I think this is good for Stacey Abrams. Sometimes we have an idea for ourselves that's not in the master's plan. And I think Stacey's realizing that she has done so much great work for us.
Yes.
And the governorship just wasn't meant to be at that particular time. So God knew exactly where he wanted you to be placed. So congratulations.
Yes.
Amen.
Congratulations. Yeah. All right. Coming up at 33 minutes after the hour, we'll play another round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time for Would You Rather. Here we go, guys. Would you rather live inside a museum or would you rather live inside of a zoo?
Oh, no. Oh, no, I'm in that museum.
Museum?
Yeah.
Easy.
Everything in that museum is either dead or a statue or a paint. I'm not finna be in here with these monkeys. And
you and the monkey.
No, they acting.
They do it. They look at you like you didn't. Yeah. It can't be that.
And they ain't gonna leave you alone. They're gonna come over there and see about you. Say, man, what you in here for? Now, I got a gorilla that crept up behind me. I turn around, he breathing on me, beating on his chest. No. I'm be in this museum with all these little ugly-ass dead people.
That's
right.
Fossils.
Would you rather wake up next to your ex or would you rather wake up next to a...
Well, you didn't hear it.
Wait now. A hungry baby tiger.
Baby tiger?
Give me the tiger.
Yeah, little baby tiger.
Yeah.
You would rather wake up next to a baby tiger than your ex.
Baby tiger.
Baby tiger.
Then
Y'all didn't say regular tiger.
But other keyword, tiger.
Yeah.
Baby. No. Yeah. Baby first.
Yeah.
Okay,
Baby
take
tiger.
baby out. Take baby out. Just a tiger, a hungry tiger.
Still B.
Yeah, but it's the same thing, though. A hungry tiger is a hungry tiger. You can call it X or hungry tiger. It's the same damn
Same thing.
Wow.
Okay.
Something new about you guys every day.
A tiger, sure.
Give me the tiger.
I know, a tiger?
I mean,
all right, would you rather find a hidden camera in your toilet area, or would you rather find a hidden camera in your shower?
Either one for me. It don't matter. Because if you get into that toilet, you have a view. You ain't gonna believe.
Yeah, come on. You better come on and take this shower.
Yeah,
I don't even know if the camera gonna be able to take it in this toilet, because I'm pretty sure the lens gonna have fog all over it.
Yeah. Yeah, my God.
I released some gases into the air. I actually woke up on the floor next to the toilet one time. Didn't realize what had happened, but the aroma had hit me. And I fainted on the toilet and actually got up out the floor and had to get back up on it. I didn't know what had happened to me.
What are you eating?
Yeah, I don't know what had happened to me a long time ago, but I don't know what had happened to me. Yeah, when I came to, my pants was down around by my ankles, and I was just on the side of the toilet. Hadn't done nothing yet. But I got on back up on there after I realized where I was. Because when I opened up, I was looking at the hamper. I didn't know what that was.
That is today's round.
Yeah.
Thank you.
My face was right there at that hamper. I didn't know what it was.
Coming up at 49 minutes after. It's our last break of the day, and we'll close out the show with the one and only Steve Harvey right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Between April 1971 and September 1972, 6 young black girls were snatched off the streets in Washington, D.C. It took 4 murders before the police finally realized that one person was responsible.
I will admit the others when you catch me, if you can. Signed, Freeway Phantom.
This child was laying on the side of the road. It appeared that she was probably either dragged out of the car or thrown out of the car.
The person said, I murdered your daughter.
The killer believed that he may have been seen by the mother.
Did my mother see me?
That guy he's out of sync with even the worst people.
I thought that they would catch him. I thought it was just a matter of time.
Is it possible that the killer is still alive?
Listen to Freeway Phantom on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
All right, guys, here we are, our last break of the day. Steve Harvey.
Funny morning with your man, crazy man, Steve Harvey.
Here for you.
Let me just go ahead and say this, Uncle. I don't know if they want to give it to you, but I'm finna give it to you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for constantly elevating yourself to a new level of ignorance. I never thought even it resided in there. Because when you say you knock yourself off last break, I can't tell you how crazy this is. And,
crazy.
Dog, you just keep going. You just keep doing it.
Junior, we know how crazy he is.
When you say I went to the bathroom and knocked myself out, let me tell you something.
Just from some gases.
From gases.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why you have to bring it
had
back
to
up?
bring that back
No,
up.
that's brilliant. But said I got up and got that when I realized where I was. I mean, you was out.
First, I got up on all fours. I was on my knees. I was trying to shake it off. But I had them pants down around my ankles, so you couldn't just get up. You know how you get up one leg at a time? You got to kind of scoot your body back and get up on them 2 legs because you got them pants down around your ankles. So you got to kind of scoot back and stand up. And I looked in the toilet and wasn't nothing in there. That's when I realized, that must have just been from gases. And that's when I realized really how powerful sometimes gases can be.
What was your diet like back then? What were you
I looked over there at the guest towel rack in front of the hamper that's right in front of the toilet, and I noticed it had come out the wall. So I must have tried to grab the towel on the way down to stay up. And it had pulled out the wall a little bit. I went, damn, I done tore this towel rack off this wall. And I kind of just saw that. You can see the visual there. And it was a long time ago. I was living at my mama's house because we don't have that at our house right now because it had them 2 tiles with the H's on them. And I had grabbed it. And the tile rack had came out the wall. So I knew that I must have got woozy and was feeling myself going because I tried to stay up by grabbing the towel. And so when I did come to and my face was right there at the hamper, I thought I was in the casket, right? So when I did get up and I stood up with them pants around my ankle and I said, whew, man, I don't know what the hell happened. And I looked back, and so then I just went on and sat on back down, and tried to gather myself. And, I picked the catalog up off the floor because, I was reading the J.C. Penney catalog back then, So I picked the catalog up, and it was on the same page, and I was just looking through the catalog at stuff that they had. So I went on and finished and then, handled my business and got up. And I'll never forget when I walked out that bathroom that day. I kind of looked back. I sprayed it real good. Yeah, and then when I came out, I realized that spray wasn't enough, so I had to go back in and spray twice. And then I went on, took the can and went on. It was Glade back then. They hadn't come out with Febreze yet. So I took that Glade and sprayed in the hallway just in case my mama came down through there, And I went on back and I set that Glade back on that counter. And I noticed that had a jar Tussie next to it. So I said, well, since I'm in here. Yeah, I was sweating pretty bad because when I got up, it took a lot of energy. So I went on and opened it, took 2 fingers and put a little bit under each arm, so I can go on and face the day. It was a cream deodorant called Tussie, which is one of the worst ass whoopers I ever got because I know y'all thought it was Tussie, but when I was young, I thought it was Tussie because I only knew how to,
Okay, that's enough. Quite enough with the
words
name.
rhyme.
Quite
So
enough.
I had got a whipping one time because I was in the bathroom and I was imagining being on TV. I was playing the Johnny Carson theme song. Dun, 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 dun. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Steve Harvey. I was a little boy standing on the peach crate that my father had made. So I decided to and we'll be right back at the commercial break. I was doing the Steve Harvey show, and I decided to do a commercial. I said, this show is brought to you by Tussie. Tussie, the local deodorant. Well, that ain't what I thought it was when I was a little boy. So I said, this commercial is brought to you by Tussie. And so I was doing the commercial. So I wrote a commercial. I like some Tussie. I like some Tussie. I put some Tussie right here. I put some Tussie right there. I put some Tussie on me. Summer everywhere. And I'm just dipping in the thing, putting Tussie on. Well, my mama came in behind me, and she was listening, but my mama couldn't hear that good, so she thought I was saying something else. And I didn't see her, but she reached up on the back of that door and got that water bottle down with that rubber hose on it. I never knew what that was. But all of a sudden, I was in there with no shirt on, just singing the little commercial because the Steve Harvey show had went to commercial break.
Right. And that was one of the sponsors.
I got some Tussie. I like some Tussie. I put some Tussie right here. I put some Tussie right there. I put some Tussie on me. Summer everywhere. All of a sudden, I heard, whoosh, and that rubber hose went across my back. And then she started, I know you ain't in here whoosh, talking like this. We Christians, you don't do that in this house. Talking with your little nasty self. And I can't breathe because I'm being whipped with a rubber hose. I was trying to tell her I was doing a commercial about Tussie. I wasn't saying the other word. She thought I was saying the other word. I got beat severely behind that, and I never could tell her I was saying Tussie. I put some Tussie on me.
Will that story be in your movie?
Probably can't tell that on TV.
Oh, but you can tell it on morning radio.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. Y'all must have forgot.
This is our last day.
Well, y'all have a great day. Talk to God. He'd love to hear from you. Peace.
Pray for us.
Hi, I'm Dani Shapiro, host of the hit podcast Family Secrets. Each episode explores a long-held family secret that has finally come to light. Find out what keeps millions of people tuning in to hear astonishing stories about the secrets that are kept from us, the secrets we keep from others, and yes, even the secrets that we keep from ourselves. I hope you'll join me and my extraordinary guests for this new season of Family Secrets. Listen to Season 8 of Family Secrets on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
On Queen Charlotte, the official podcast, we're stepping behind the scenes and the drawing boards of this team to experience the life breathed into the Bridgerton prequel. Listen to the leaps executive producer and series director Tom Verica took to capture the feeling that puts that lump in your throat. And you've got to catch creator Shonda Rhimes. She's dropping gems, diamonds, and mics. You can listen to Queen Charlotte, the official podcast, every Thursday on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or anywhere you listen to your favorite shows.
What if I told you there was more to the story behind game-changing events? Get ready for my new podcast, That Moment with Damon John. Every Tuesday on the Black Effect Podcast Network, we'll jump into the personal stories of some of the most influential people on the planet, from business moguls and celebrities to athletes and artists. Join me every Tuesday for That Moment with Damon John on the Black Effect Podcast Network, the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you go to get your podcasts.
Between April 1971 and September 1972, 6 young black girls were snatched off the streets in Washington, D.C.
This child was laying on the side of the road.
The person said, "I murdered your daughter."
The killer believed that he may have been seen.
I will admit the others when you catch me if you can. Signed, Freeway Phantom.
Listen to Freeway Phantom on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.